Welcome, everyone. Welcome in to tonight's special Lionsgate Portal live readings. So, we are going to do all 12 signs today, guys. I'm going to give everyone just a few minutes to come in while I just get my notes together. Really quickly, guys, I do want to point out those dream journals. You see them sliding across your screen. Junior brought them up yesterday, and it was like perfect time. I'm so glad somebody mentioned the dream journals because this is definitely the portal. This is the time that you're going to be using that information. So, yes, guys, if you're interested in the dream journals, make sure to check that description box. All right. So it's going to be a long one, guys. We're going to do all 12 signs. I did try to make a small spread so that we can get through them pretty quickly. But I feel like every time we do all 12 signs, it definitely takes a minute. I see everyone coming in. Hi, Jenna. Hi, Sandra, Diana, and Amber. Vanessa. Hi, Vanessa on Facebook. Tracy Tuttle. I love you guys. You guys always make me feel great. This is going to be an awesome, awesome live. All right, guys, I'm serious though. Grab something to drink. I have a giant cold drink and grab some snacks. All right, let me get the video off at least. All right, so I see everyone is starting to come in. I hope we get some Twitch in today. Don't forget, guys, we're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, and we are on Twitch. And unfortunately, because it's not a scheduled live, I don't know if like Twitch sends out notifications. Did you guys get a notification? Let me know. Did you guys get a Facebook or YouTube notification? I feel like Junior got a YouTube notification. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get started, guys, because there's a lot of information and I'm super, super excited. It's like a light bulb clicked. You know what I mean? Like when something just kind of, you figure it out and you're like, oh, I got to tell everyone. So that's kind of what's happened with the Lionsgate portal. All right, so I do have a little, Sandra says she got a YouTube notification. Awesome, awesome. All right, guys, we're gonna get started. So I do have the Lionsgate picture. Everyone, I feel like everyone has seen this particular picture I'm fixing to show you. Tell me if you guys have seen this picture. Have you guys seen this everywhere? Like absolutely everywhere. We are a little bit early, guys, but it's really important that we're early. So I'm really excited to get started and tell you why it's important that we're early. All right, guys. So I'm going to jump right in. Are you guys ready? Everybody excited about this? I'm so stoked. All right. So the Lionsgate portal, what is it? Okay, just a little bit of background information. It's when the sun is in Leo, and that Sirius star that we talked about earlier few weeks back. I talked about how it's almost as big and as bright as our own sun. So it's a very big star in our solar system, in our galaxy, right? When it aligns with that, I want to say too, that Sirius star is also part of like Orion's belt. So when the sun in Leo and the Sirius star that's in Orion's belt aligns up with the Earth, this happens every year, guys, every year. And it's really, really important portal. It's really popular. People talk about it all the time. And you always hear people talk about that 8-8 number, right? Because it's the 8-8 portal. Guys, that's when it's at its peak. So the actual portal is open July 26th through August 12th. So I want you guys to know that because that is one of the mistakes that I made trying to manifest with the 8-8 portal. I definitely thought that it was just on 8-8, right? And that is not the case. All right, let's keep going. A little bit more information. I want to show you guys the belt so you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm sure you guys have seen this picture too, right? The pyramids, the Egyptian pyramids, how they line up with the Orion's belt. So that's what I'm talking about, guys. I thought the visual might help a little bit better so you guys know it's the sun, which is in Leo, the Sirius star, which makes Orion's belt, and the Earth lining up every single year. All right, so it is said that when this portal is open, there's two lions that guard the gate. And when the portal is open, there's an influx of high frequency energy, light that is sent to our planet from the star Sirius. And I mean, this is studied. I'm not making this up. I promise it happens every year. But here's the thing about this portal. This is what it is. Are you guys ready? All right. So this portal is about as above, so below. As within, so without. So you guys, we talk about that all the time, right? And it's the main code that comes through this portal every single year. So what that means is that you're supposed to use this powerful portal to manifest, right? As above, so below, as within, so without. That's about manifestation. It's about making your dreams come true, your deepest desires. And no dream is too big for this portal. This is a massive portal. It's an opportunity that is given to us every single year. All right, so now I want to talk about the do's and don'ts. So here's where I'm going to tell you guys where I messed up. So I started learning about the Lionsgate Portal back in 2020. 2020 was actually another big year. 2022 is going to be a big year too. I'm going to tell you guys why in a minute. But 2020 was an actual, a pretty big one. It's when most of us in our tribe learned about the Lionsgate Portal for the first time. And so when I learned about it, I don't know about you guys, but I just heard 8-8. Everywhere I looked, I seen 8-8. And guys, you're probably going to be seeing 8s everywhere. In the next couple of weeks, you're going to see 8s. You're going to see that infinity sign everywhere. So just keep an eye out for those types of signs because they're definitely guiding you. But so when I did this, I thought, okay, I'm going to manifest. And this was right before I started the channel, right before I opened my Etsy shop. And I opened everything and started everything on October 1st. So we're looking at 8/8 of 2020, and we started everything on 10/1 of 2020. So yeah, a little bit before. So guess what I wanted to manifest, right? Can you guess? I wanted to manifest subscribers. I wanted to manifest tribe members. I wanted to manifest like-minded souls, right? I don't know. It was very generic is what I'm trying to say. I really didn't get down to like the nitty gritty of the situation. I was very like a broad, this is what I want. This would be great. This would be so cool. Right. And then that was it. That was it. Like 8/8 came and I said it and I spoke it. And I'm telling you guys this because did it happen? Yes, of course it happened. But not, it could have been so much easier and so much better. But I'll tell you why the next one. So one of the do's is do think big. Like don't be minimal and don't be too like broad. Think big, but be specific. You see what I'm saying? And many times we don't do that. When we think big, we're like, oh, I hope I'm super successful. Well, that's thinking big to some people, right? No, how do you want to be super successful? You see what I'm trying to say? Break it down. All right, so don't wait, guys. Don't wait. The 8/8 portal is open from July 26th all the way to August 12th. And remember, guys, I always say there's some people that feel the energy sooner. You know how I say that? I say that it's very possible. For some of you, the full moon is the easiest one to tell because you're surrounded by your friends, and your friends are like, "Oh my gosh, this full moon is driving me crazy," and you're like, "Well, that happened to me last week. Like, you're fine, you're over it." You could be someone that experiences the energy early, or let's say you're hanging out with your friends on the full moon, and they're like, "Man, this full moon is crazy," and you're like, I haven't felt any." I almost said ain't. Oh, the Kentucky. But anyway, you could just say like, I didn't feel anything. I haven't felt anything because maybe you don't feel the energy until later. So guys, not everyone feels the energy when the astrologers go, oh, this portal is open on this date. It just doesn't work that way. So I just want to say it's very possible that you've already started to experience some of the energies that come with the Lionsgate. Guess what I learned today? Is Amber in here yet? I hope Amber can join us today. We were talking about this the other day, the ear ringing. Our ears have been on fire. Have your guys' ears been ringing? Have you guys been seeing the 8/8? everywhere, or the infinity sign everywhere. You see what I'm trying to say? Like, it's definitely, some people can definitely be experiencing it early. And if you're in my tribe, you're most likely, again, like mine, so most likely on the very similar journey, and most likely could already be experiencing Lionsgate Portal. All right. So do manifest. That's what it's for. That's what we're doing. So do manifest. And when I say do manifest, I don't mean like just sit around going, I want this thing. There's actual rituals that you guys can do. Do you guys ever hear about like the different manifestation rituals? So I kind of looked some up. We all know about meditating. That's what we do. We meditate, we go within, we connect with source, and then we start asking or speaking into existence what it is that we want, right? So another thing that people do is they write affirmations. Guys, this is the perfect time to use your journals. Perfect time to use your journals. So very much a time, date, time. Make sure that you guys record everything in a date and time, because you're going to go back and look at those journals. Like some of you that already have your journals, I hope you've been using them, because this is definitely the time to be going back and seeing like, what were you making this entire time? What were you creating this entire time? Most likely it's going to be freedom, and most likely it's going to have something to do with following your purpose. So anyway, just make sure to write those things down. Perfect time to journal. If you're having dreams, I know you guys can see it scrolling across the bottom. If you're having dreams, make sure that you're writing your dreams down. Make sure you're writing any numbers you see down. Make sure you're writing any symbols that you see down. It's definitely important. It's not just some weird coincidence that you have these dreams, and these things happen, and it's for no reason. You see what I'm saying? Everything has reason. So writing things down, journaling, meditating. Oh, I have learned a new one today. Are you guys ready for this one? Plant seeds. Ooh, we have 11 people, and there's one like, and we're at 11:52. I see 11s everywhere. Have you guys been seeing 1111? All right, so planting seeds is definitely a great way, like literally planting a seed. Go get some dirt, go get something that you want to grow, plant a seed, water it, take care of it, nurture it, and that is manifestation, okay? So that's definitely another way. And then, of course, another way to do it is to get a reading. This is the perfect time to get a reading, guys. You don't want the fear to cause you to lose focus at this time. You really want to keep your focus, have goals, really stick to the manifestation rituals. You know what I'm trying to say? Every night, write things down. If you write them down, every night, open them up and read it again. You see what I'm trying to say? It's this Lionsgate is definitely a time. The lions evoke courage. That's what the lions stand for. So you really want to use that energy. So guys, guess what? Some of you already know because you've already jumped and got one. Thank you so very much. We do have a new Etsy shop reading. This is going to be limited time only, guys. I can't keep it up forever, but it's Lionsgate Portal. This is the spread that we're going to actually use today for all 12 signs. Of course, the one that we're using today is going to be very simple, and we're only going to use tarot so that we can get through it a little bit quicker. If you purchase the reading in my Etsy shop, we, of course, will use tarot and oracle together, and we will clarify. So there's a little bit more information that comes in. Remember, guys, these are private readings that come with video. You are allowed to ask 2 questions if you just want to see what comes out. I understand that too. These videos are good for 2 weeks. I've been getting a lot of pushback on that here in the last couple of weeks, guys. But it's really important, and I'm going to stick to it, and I'm going to explain to you why. So when you get a reading, and you are in the energy, when I'm reading your energy, it's literally the energy that you're in right then, right? It's what's happening to you right now. So when you get a reading and you're watching that reading over and over and over and over, you are allowing yourself to stay stuck in that energy. And here's the thing, guys. Are you ready? Don't freak out. But we are in a collective tribe. I cannot allow you to slow the boat down. Okay. So 2 weeks, guys, 2 weeks. You can watch the video as many times as you want. And guys, most of you know that I do leave some of these readings up way longer than 2 weeks, just because I feel bad for taking them down. But when Spirit tells me go take them down, I listen and I go take them down, because I don't want to hinder your journey, and I don't want you to hinder my journey. So yes, guys, we can't slow the boat down. 2 weeks, that's how long you have. and you can watch them as many times as you want. Now, there's some people, like for example, that have gotten talking to heaven readings. Well, guys, those are a little bit different, right? That's someone who's passed away. Again, you can still get stuck in energy. But like I went and cleared out the Etsy readings the other day, and I noticed that I had like little notes that said, leave up longer, don't delete, stuff like that. Um, Again, guys, I can only do that for a certain period of time. I just don't want you to get stuck in like certain energy, especially the talking to heaven. You can get stuck in like a part of grieving, like the more depression part of grieving. And I don't want to do that to you. I'm supposed to be here to help you guys, not to make it worse. So 2 weeks. But I will say that for some of you, if you absolutely want it, be creative. Come up with ways to record your screen. You know what I mean? But anyway, that's all I'm going to say about that. So yes, guys, make sure to check out the Etsy shop. Brand new reading in there. It is going to be limited time only. Thank you for those who've already purchased yours. I have already started. We have so much going on through this portal. And I just want you to know, I literally manifested all of it, every bit of it. And that's really the light bulb that went off. I started working on the 8/8 portal because we have many more lives that we're going to do before August 12th gets here. And of course, we'll have a big one on the 8/8 date. But I've been working on planning these lives and getting this ready since I would say May, like the end of May, when we first found out that we were monetized on Facebook. I will say that that was a shock to me, and I didn't expect that monetization to come in so quickly. But as soon as it did, I knew like what was happening and why it was happening. And that's when I started getting everything ready. So I hope you guys are as excited as me. I want to show you guys what spread we're going to do today. So you can kind of get an idea of what's going to happen. All right, so we're going to look at all 12 signs, and we're going to start out with past delays. What is something that you may have done previously, consciously, subconsciously, that could have caused a delay? Or could, when I say a delay, it's kind of like a mistake, right? And I always say, guys, if we made a mistake on our journey, it's our mistake to make. We had to make it so that we can become the person that we're supposed to be further down the journey. So don't be so hard on yourselves, but we can definitely look at what were some issues in the past. I want to look at some things that Spirit wants you to keep, some things that Spirit wants you to release. And then we're going to look at the new outcome if you're able to do these things through this Lionsgate portal. We're also going to look at the emotional effects that those past delays caused you. We're also going to look at what you want and the first step that you need to take. So I will tell you guys, if you get the reading in the Etsy shop, we actually do 3 different steps. So 3 different steps to see what it is that you're supposed to be doing at this point. And then here's the kicker. Are you ready? See that last one that says show gratitude? That is where we always go astray. And don't shoot the messenger, guys, because I do it too. But we pray when we need something, right? My soul sister, Miss Tina, had surgery this morning, and I asked for prayers on Facebook. I don't do that ever. That's sad. We should do it every day. You know what I'm saying? It's like when we need something, that's when we want to go pray and ask Spirit, please give me this thing. And then when we get it, we walk away cheesing, smiling ear to ear. But do we ever stop and go, hey, thank you so freaking very much? You know what I mean? Sometimes we do, guys. I'm not saying that everyone's like this. I just know that I do it a lot of times. I'll ask for something, it'll happen. And then it's almost like, I hate to say it, and I'm not trying to, I'm a little extra hard on myself, guys, but I get a little bit of like an entitlement feeling. Like, who am I? Like, stop and say thank you. I mean, when I'm doing cards and Spirit gives me a confirmation, like I just said something, and then the card comes out with like a really basic, this is what it means, exactly what I just said. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You know what I mean? So we just need to say thank you more often. So I'm definitely going to pull a card to see what is a way that you could show gratitude in this portal as you're manifesting all these things. All right, guys, I think that's it. That's a lot. That's a lot of stuff, right? So do you guys feel like you understand what the portal represents? Like I went over it with Junior, right before we got started, and I was like, "Is it simple? Like, does it feel like you understand?" Because when I was watching some of the portal informational videos, there was some terms that were used, and I was like, "Wow, I'm so lost." But it's actually really not that difficult, guys. It's really, really simple. It's just a line. It's an alignment. It just means things are flowing easily and quickly. All right. All right, I'm going to catch up on the comments really quickly. And cough. I had to cough. Diana, I have all you guys saying, do the things. I used to tell my kids that. You guys know that when I was younger, and I was trying to get the kids to, like, do the things. And people would look at me like when we'd be around other parents, like I was crazy, but my kids knew what the things were. This is interesting spread. Good. I'm so glad. Oh, look at Amber. I have it too. I gotta admit, I stopped using it. I know. I did. When I stopped going to church, I stopped using it, but I used to use that same app all the time. Yes, yes. I can feel the shift in energy too. It's so exciting. I did. I feel so bad that I just said that. Definitely used to use that app, and I totally haven't used it. And I do keep my Bible actually on the table. I know people freak out when I say that. They're like, "Oh my gosh, yeah." But anyway, I use it for a resource, right? Like when I need information. There's a lot of resources in that book. I'm just saying. So yeah, I feel like I still use it for resource. But here's the thing, guys. When I had my spiritual awakening, I was not a really spiritual person. I wasn't very religious and I wasn't very spiritual. Religion and spirituality, two different things. I feel like we all in here know that. But when I started going to church, I thought I never prayed. Do you guys think that you never pray, or do you know that you pray all the time? So I thought I never prayed. I was like, I never pray. I got to go to church so I could learn how to pray. And you know how you're the new person in church and like they want you to talk or they ask you to pray and you never pray. So you don't even know what to say. You know what I'm saying? Like rub a dub grub. How's that thing go? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? And so like people would pray and I would listen to them because I'd be like, I have to say those words. I have to speak how they speak. You know what I'm saying? And I literally thought this for, I don't know, a minute. And then, when you're having your awakening, you get a lot of information at one time. But I definitely figured it out, right? Like it was easy to finally figure out. I pray all the time, 24/7. Who do we think we're talking to in there? Yes, absolutely. All right, guys, are you guys ready? Let's do it. Let's do 2303 for Aries. I like the threes. 2303. So this is your Lionsgate Portal for 2022 reading. I am going to start out with the Light Seers Tarot. It is possible that I will change up as we go. I'm not really sure, but let's see. All right, so remember, the first card we're looking at, Aries, is we're looking at past delays. Amber, how's those ears? Is the ear still ringing? I do have a low ringing, so it's still, I feel like it's been going all day. All right, past delays for Aries. All right, so we have the 10 of Wands coming out. That's definitely that card about where's your energy going. Let's see, what does Spirit think you should keep? So we have the 2 of Wands. 2 of Wands can definitely be about being able to make difficult decisions, but I think it's actually about being able to travel. Look how the 10 of Wands, she's traveling. She's got all her things loaded down. She's clearly carrying a lot of baggage here, but it's definitely like maybe it's saying, Aries, that you do a lot of moving, a lot of adjusting, a lot of transforming, something like that, but you're able to adapt. I'm definitely getting like a little bit of an adaption energy here. All right, let's look at what Spirit wants you to release. So we have the Emperor, Aries. That's pretty interesting. I noticed the other day that in the Light Seers Tarot, the Emperor is holding the king. It's the king from the chess game, right? So the Emperor is the most powerful card. I definitely feel like this is going to be about giving your power away. Like everywhere you've been giving it away, something like that. That could definitely be what's kept you stuck and not able to make a decision. But I'm getting this sense of like adaptability. So let's look at what's the new outcome. Look at that, the Three of Cups. So the Three of Cups is definitely like soul tribe, but this is about the connection between your soul tribe. Something has definitely happened, I feel, Aries, where you've released some sort of baggage. Um, Most likely that baggage was the past delays, the things that kind of held you up. You were most likely putting your energy into whatever that baggage, whatever the stuff from the past was. And that could have kept you from being able to move forward, definitely. I feel like what you're releasing is giving that power away. It's like you released your power throughout all of this situation. The Three of Cups comes out, and it tells me, I want to say again, so as we're looking at this spread, Aries, I don't want anyone to like be extra hard on themselves because again, if there's delays, there's a reason. And Aries, I feel like your reason is going to have something to do with the soul tribe, the connection with the soul family. All right, so now let's look at the emotional effects. What were the emotional effects of the delays cost, Aries? So we have the Tower. So it tells me that it could have caused some sort of sudden change. And I just got like midlife crisis. And I'm not saying Aries if that's what it was, but it definitely could have been some massive change in your life. For example, mine was my divorce from my karmic relationship. That had just happened previously when I was trying to work with the Lionsgate Portal. So the King of Cups is going to come out for what you want. So King of Cups is that emotional contentment. It's definitely a clue card for divine masculine if you're on the twin journey, Aries. But what you're wanting from the divine masculine energy is that mentor energy, that emotional therapy energy, the encouragement, the support. That's definitely what you're wanting. And that could be why you weren't able to make a decision. That could be like why you weren't able to move forward, something like that. All right, let's look at the first step. What is the first step? So we have a Seven of Swords. So it's interesting. Seven of Swords is usually gives me that energy of like sneakery. I think I just made that word up. I'm like sneaking around or keeping something hidden. But here, Seven of Swords is definitely going to be more about leaving that type of energy in the past. Look how he's like ascending, and he's leaving the crows in the back in the past. I definitely feel like it's something about giving your energy away. And it could be that you were deceived, like you were deceived in why that energy was going. It could also be that you're recalling, like you're calling back your energy, Aries, and you're just not telling anyone. All right, let's look at the gratitude. So the Nine of Wands comes out. So Spirit says the gratitude that you could show for the situation, Aries, is definitely going to be to not give up. Don't give up on something. You definitely have some sort of spiritual purpose here. The Three of Cups coming out definitely tells me that as the new outcome. You have some sort of spiritual journey, and Spirit wants you to keep going. You're strong, you're powerful, and you can endure whatever this thing is. I feel like when we're starting out with the 10 of Wands and we're ending with the 9 of Wands, Aries, you've been working with the Lionsgate Portal, probably like me. Remember, I have Aries all in my chart, guys. So again, I'm not being mean, and any delay was meant to be. I definitely kind of get this energy that you've been working with it for a long time. Most likely, you asked for a specific thing, and Spirit had to show you why that was an illusion, why you were being like deceived or like seeing things unclearly is kind of what I'm getting. But Spirit doesn't want you to give up because you definitely still have something spiritual that you're supposed to be doing. The Three of Swords is going to be on the bottom. So I do feel like whatever all this is, it's going to have something to do most likely with a spiritual connection, most likely what catapulted your spiritual awakening. and could also be what started to heal the broken heart. The Three of Swords, everyone says, is a broken heart, but it's actually the healing of the broken heart. The broken heart has already happened. And this Three of Swords, the Light Seers Tarot, it's being sown. And I definitely kind of get the energy that you've been going through this healing period, and it's very possible that it's been very painful for you. But I definitely sense with that Three of Cups and the Nine of Wands that you didn't give up on something. Maybe it didn't work the first time you heard about the Lionsgate. Maybe it didn't work the second time, but it's definitely going to work this time. All right. I think I was going to pull more, but I think we're going to stop it there because I feel like they're going to be a little lengthier than I wanted them to be. So yeah, Aries, that's going to be it. Definitely taking power back, definitely making decisions where originally you were stuck, and definitely traveling somewhere. All right, so we're going around the universe, guys. So instead of doing like the elements like we normally do, we're going to go Taurus next. Amber says, delays are divine protection. Genesis ears were ringing. Yeah, it's definitely a bunch for sure. It's a bunch of signs, symbols, synchronicities all at one time. All right, so let me grab a drink and let's jump to Taurus. And let's timestamp Taurus 3115. So Taurus, this is going to be your Lionsgate Portal reading. So the first thing we're going to look at is past delays. What are some things that may have happened in the past? I feel like we know where all this is going to go, right? Like, it's like all 12 are going to be the same. All right, so I feel like I'm supposed to put them all out. Oh, yeah. And we'll leave bottom, we'll end it with bottom of the deck. All right, Taurus, so the first card to come out is going to tell me past delays, something that you were going through that could have kept you from being able to use this portal to manifest. So the Lovers comes out, strong Gemini energy, of course, and look at that, you have the Lovers, the Sun, and Judgment. So again, another twin journey. I feel like all 12 are probably going to have that type of energy. But the Lovers is definitely like a difficult decision. You had to make some sort of difficult decision, or you had to learn something spiritual about the twin journey. So the card that tells me what you need to keep out of the situation, again, the Two of Wands comes out. So guys, most likely, so Aries was kind of the same way. Most likely, as you went through the spiritual journey, in the last, let's say we're talking from 2020 on, as this has been happening, you've been gaining more confidence. So most likely you couldn't make a decision at the beginning of the journey, and it's like now, see how she's like already chosen one, and she's already looking out the window, like she's already looking towards where she's headed. So I just feel like you couldn't make the decision before, and now you can. What you're releasing is the King of Wands. It's very possible that your person has a Leo energy, really Aries. It could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but I'm definitely getting the Leo energy. So your person, whoever I'm talking to, definitely could have had like a strong, confident Leo placement, Sun, Moon, Mars. I feel like we forget about Mars all the time, guys. But anyway, the King of Wands is definitely someone who's really confident in themselves, sometimes overly confident. So I feel like that's what Spirit's asking you to release towards, that energy where you feel like overly confident. So a word that people use a lot is cocky, right? Like, nobody likes that type of energy. So I kind of get that. It's like before, it's like a fake kind of cocky though, right? It's not real. Real confident people are quieter. Like they don't need to expel all of that stuff, right? And I'm kind of getting that's what Spirit's asking you to release. So the new outcome that comes out of the situation is the Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords is like new clarity, new understanding. Definitely could be new communication also. It's also about about like, let's say it is new communication. It's going to be about talking about something new. You're done talking about this situation. You've learned that it's a different situation. You've learned that there's something, somewhere you're supposed to go and something you're supposed to do. All right, so the emotional effects, the Page of Swords comes out. If whoever I'm talking to, there could be some sort of separation from this person that originally started like the whole thing, right? What you want, the Sun comes out, so that's pretty easy. You're just looking for happiness. You're trying to find joy, happiness, purpose out of the whole situation. And then what's interesting is the first step is Judgment comes out. I feel like Spirit's asking you, one, to surrender, move more into that compassion and empathy type of energy, but follow your purpose. With the Judgment card in the Light Seers Tarot, I always notice it looks like her soul is ascending. Surrender. I definitely feel like there's something about surrendering and following your purpose. And then how it is that you can show gratitude for whatever you're manifesting here with the Lionsgate Portal. This could definitely be like a person. You could be trying to get your person to join you in your purpose is kind of what I'm picking up. Is the Six of Pentacles. So give help, give assistance. Bottom of the deck was going to be the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles is definitely about juggling too much. But it's about needing to choose something. I feel like you're needing to choose between the person that has that Leo energy, the person that I feel like is overly confident, and your purpose. All right, Taurus, that's going to be your 2022 Lionsgate reading. Hi, Jamie. All right, guys, so we've done Aries and we've done Taurus. And we have Gemini next. We just seen some Gemini energy. All right, let me timestamp Gemini. 3646 for Gemini. I love all the number synchronicities we're seeing. All right, Gemini, this is going to be your Lionsgate Portal reading for 2022. The first card we're going to look at is past delays. What are some things that may have happened in the past for Gemini that could have caused you from being able to use the portal to manifest? So we have the Sun, youth. I'm kind of getting youth, young energy. So the Gemini I'm talking to most likely is still young, still learning. All right, let's look at something that Spirit wants you to keep. So we have the Devil and the Strength card. I feel like it's going to go like that. Put them all down. Put them all down. Okay, okay, okay. Look at that Lovers card coming back out. On the bottom, the Ten of Swords. All right. The second card is the Strength card. Again, Leo energy. But it's what you're going to keep. So there's definitely some, I talked about that, how the lions evoke courage. So there's definitely some sort of courage that you've gained as you've been working with the Lionsgate portals, and Spirit's asking you to keep that situation. What you're going to release is any type of manipulation or any type of control of a situation. I'm not necessarily sure if it's you doing it, Gemini, or if someone's doing it to you. Person, if someone could be manipulating you, I kind of get that a little bit because the Lovers is coming down here. But if they're manipulating you, it's kind of like you're their puppet. You're like they're pulling the strings. You see how he's got the puppet strings going through his finger, and it's very possible that your person has strong Capricorn. This is the same placement, which again is the release placement. That I feel like we've found for all the ones we've done already. So we've already done Aries and Taurus, and I feel like it's the same type of situation. So the new outcome is the Hierophant, and it shows those stairs ascending. So the new outcome is definitely ascension. So I do feel like you're going to stay in that Leo energy, confident inner strength. You release that manipulation, the control of whatever it is. It could be you, Gemini. You could be trying to control some sort of love relationship. Of course, the Lovers is my twin clue card, and that's what we're all doing here. So it's very possible, again, Gemini, that you're also on the twin journey. But it could be that there's a Capricorn manipulating you, definitely. But I do feel like if you're able to release that situation, you do start to ascend, and you could experience massive spiritual awakening situations at this point, especially with like the third eye. Many of you are going to notice the third eye awakening in the Lionsgate portal. All right, so the next card we're going to look at is the emotional effects that the delays caused. So maybe being young, maybe there was an issue with maturity, not ready, that type of situation. Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is about feeling lost, abandoned, not sure where you're supposed to be going. It could be the person the situation is with, or it could have been like you feel like spirit definitely could have abandoned. Like maybe you stopped seeing the signs, you stopped seeing the synchronicities. And unfortunately, when that happens, it's actually spirit just testing us, wanting us to see that we can do things on our own. But many times, me and Amber were just talking about that the other day. Many times we think that we're doing something wrong because we're not seeing the signs or synchronicities. All right, so what you want is the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is emotional contentment. Notice that it's not the Ten of Pentacles. I always talk about that. I say if it's the Ten of Pentacles, Pentacles encompass everything: money, love, career, spirituality, everything. So the Ten of Cups actually is emotional contentment. You're trying to stay strong, and you want to be in some sort of connection with someone, definitely. All right, Gemini, so the first step, we have the Lovers. So again, it tells me that you have a difficult decision to make. You're going to have to choose something. And I feel like what Spirit's wanting you to choose is you, most likely, especially with Gemini representing the Lovers. Yeah, I definitely feel like Spirit's asking you to choose you. But I also feel like Spirit's asking you not to allow someone that you could be in a spiritual connection with to manipulate you. And then how you can show gratitude, the Six of Wands comes out. So the Six of Wands says you're victorious. And that would definitely show gratitude to Spirit if you continued on your course and you continued to follow your purpose and you were victorious. Of course it would. But the Six of Wands is also about notoriety. It's about being noticed. Many times, Gemini, I feel like we think that if we follow our purpose and we heal ourselves, then we're done. And yes, guys, it's possible that some of us, our journey only consists of healing ourselves. I'm not sure. I won't know. When I pass, I always say, I promise. I'll stop and I'll ask Jesus how it works. But I'm just saying, I feel like it's more about healing ourselves and then teaching others how to do it. All of us have went through different trauma. We've all experienced different things. The only reason that we're in the same boat, our trauma is not the same, guys. Our spiritual awakening is the same. That's why we're in this collective tribe. That's why we're called twin flames, or whatever name you want to put on it, whatever label. Those spiritual connections that catapulted your spiritual awakening, that's why we're in this boat together. But the trauma that we've all experienced is different for all of us. Now, it's very possible that because we're very like-minded, that we have a lot of similar experiences. We'll notice that, but we all have something different to teach other people. I have something to teach, that I went through, and you have something to teach that you went through. Everyone's going to be different. And I really don't think that Spirit gives us the blessings that come with our particular journey and this spiritual awakening, just to keep quiet about it. You know what I'm saying? Like just to not tell people or not help people or not show others. Ten of Swords comes out bottom of the deck. So Gemini, I feel like you are victorious this Lionsgate portal. You do accomplish something massive here. Ten of Swords is definitely like a completion. Something is finished. This was very difficult for you, but it's done. And now you get to move on to the part of this journey where you're manifesting, where you feel like you're blessed. It's not such a difficult journey. Me and Amber use the term roller coaster all the time. Like we feel like it's a roller coaster ride sometimes, and it is, guys. But when we can make that roller coaster stay balanced, that's when we're where we're supposed to be, right? All right, Gemini, I'm going to leave it there. That's going to be your 2022 Lionsgate portal reading. think I'm ready to swap the cards up a little bit. So we did 3 with the light seers. Earlier today, I've been working with Llewellyn all day, so I want to go back to Llewellyn. And we have Cancer up next. Cancer. So I have Cancer rising. Do you guys have Cancer on your chart? Hi, Z. Oh, Sandra's helping me on Facebook. Thank you, Sandra. She totally mentioned the subscription. Yes, guys, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We are now monetized on Facebook, and that's the mystery box. That's what we're doing with the mystery box. So we have 5 people entered so far. So thank you guys all who have went and hit that button. But yes, guys, if you want to be entered into the giveaway, that's how you get in. So Amber says Cancer Sun. Diana, teaching by example. So true. That's what we're supposed to do. All right, guys. So let's go ahead. Let's timestamp Cancer. Let's do 35. Let's wait for the 44 because I like it. 35, 44 for Cancer. This is going to be your 2022 Lionsgate Portal reading. All right, Cancer. So let's look at what are some past delays? What's something that could have happened in the past that maybe kept you from being able to use the Lionsgate Portal to manifest? Remember, this portal is open every year. So we have 2 cards came out. We have the 4 of Wands and the 4 of Swords. Interesting. So again, twin journey. Do you guys see it? We're going to have twin. It's going to go all 12 signs. I can already see it. So 4 of Wands, we all know, is the clue card for union. And the 4 of Swords is the healing card. I do feel like it's very possible that either union happened or didn't happen, but either way, it caused some sort of spiritual healing, right? Let's look at what Spirit thinks you should keep. So we have the King of Pentacles coming out. So Cancer, King of Pentacles is going to be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. King of Pentacles is about abundance. It's about having resources. It's about being able to make your own resources. Like the King of Pentacles, so there's 4 kings, right? The King of Pentacles is the one that gives the money. All kings protect their people. The swords fight. Let's see. The cups love. The King of Pentacles is about money, giving the people money, the things they need, the resources that they need. So that's what you're going to keep. So I feel like as you went again through the journey, I really didn't know it was going to turn out like this, guys. But as you went through, I definitely kind of get that you came out, maybe like you're able to budget better. Maybe you have a better job, something like that, definitely. Let's look at what you need to release. Cancer, the Emperor energy comes out. I'm not going to ever say that Spirit wants you to release your power. It's never going to happen. So it's definitely an energy of what's coming as you were releasing it before. This actually happened to Aries. So I have Aries all in my chart and I have Cancer all in my chart. And I can definitely relate to the situation. I was definitely giving my energy away to everyone but me. I'm sitting here telling you guys that you can't pour from an empty cup at least 3 or 4 times a week. And I'm sitting here trying to pour from an empty cup. That's hence our transition that's happening. Is I finally, like the light bulb finally went off. And I was like, oh, wait, I can't pour from an empty cup. So yeah, so I definitely feel like it's kind of the same thing. What you're releasing is that giving away of your power. All right, let's look at what the new outcome is. What's the new outcome with the 2022 Lionsgate Portal? Cancer, don't give up. The 9 of Wands comes back out again. I want to say that came out for Aries too. I could be wrong. We've done a couple of them now. So the 9 of Wands, again, a card that could say like step away and see something from a different perspective. Like maybe you're going to see something differently now this time. But I also kind of get the energy that Spirit's saying like don't give up. Just because it didn't work out the first time the way you thought it was supposed to, Cancer, doesn't mean it's not going to work out, period. And guys, for some of you, I just heard divine timing. So it wasn't that you couldn't manifest. It wasn't that it took too long to heal. I feel like it was just divine timing. All right, let's look at emotional effects. What are the emotional effects that the delays caused? So we have the 10 of Cups, emotional contentment. Absolutely. It's like where you're not able. I said that about me and Junior. I felt like we were just spinning wheels. We started this family. We got together and we're trying to do the things. And it's like we get one step forward, three steps back, right? And it's like we're just spinning wheels. We can't get ahead. And then, finally, again, the light bulb clicked. But I do feel like that could have been the issue for you, Cancer. All right, so let's look at what you want. So we have the Two of Cups. Absolutely. You want a partnership. You want an equal partnership. So Cancer, the Two of Cups is not the Lovers. The Lovers always gives me that energy of runner chaser. Is it possible that as I get further down the path of my journey that situation will change? Absolutely. Very possible. I don't know. I'll let you know when I get down further down the journey. But right now, the runner chaser is done. It's over. You've released that situation. You've already manifested the soulmate. You've already manifested the partnership. And it's very possible that that's what's coming in with this Lionsgate portal. Let's look at the first step that you need to take, Cancer. So we have the Tower. So that tells me change things up drastically. Don't make minor little changes, do it drastically. And it's going to have something to do about your own personal power, Cancer. So Cancer is that nurturing sign. The caretaker, right? Very much it's a water sign, so a heavy emotion, but it's love. It's love and unconditional love and fixing and caretaking and healing. You know what I'm trying to say? It's that type of energy. That's what Cancer does. So I feel like it's very possible. It could shock people when you start stepping into your power and taking that like control back from other people. Definitely. All right, and let's look at gratitude. How does Spirit say you can show gratitude? So we have the Hierophant. It's something becoming more official, something becoming more spiritual. Strong Taurus energy here, but definitely could be like as above, so below, bringing something from the 5D down to the 3D, which is pretty interesting because that's what the Lionsgate portal means. So it's very possible that Spirit's asking you, like, just do it. Just finally manifest what it is that you want, what it is that you haven't given up on. On the bottom is the King of Wands. So again, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But I think this is about confidence, having confidence and strength and knowing that you can manifest the situation. All right, Cancer, that's going to be your 2022 Lionsgate portal reading. So we've seen the Tower come out, 2 different decks. All right, so we have Leo next, guys. Leo next. I feel like we're moving right along. So let's timestamp Leo. Let's do 5242 for Leo. So Leo, this is going to be your 2022 Lionsgate portal reading. So the first thing we're going to look at is what are some past delays that maybe could have held you up from using this portal before. Remember, Leo, the portal happens every year from July 26th through August 12th. The peak date is the 8/8, but I feel like that is a common mistake that we make. I'm thinking that we only manifest on the 8/8 date. All right, past delays. So 2 of Cups coming back out in a much stronger, different position than that last reading for Cancer. But the 2 of Cups is about equal effort. So what caused that delay before, Leo, is you didn't have equal effort. Maybe you were doing too much and your cup was empty while you were filling someone else's, or maybe someone else was filling your cup while their cup was empty, something like that. All right, let's look at what Spirit thinks you should keep from the situation. So we have the 6 of Wands. And the 6 of Wands is a victory. So it tells me you were victorious in some way. But it's about, again, notoriety. The 6 of Wands says that this person rides into town and all the townspeople come to encourage and cheer him on because they're just as happy for his achievements as he is. All right, let's look at what Spirit thinks you should release. So we have the Three of Cups. So the Three of Cups is coming out with that energy of too many hands are in the pot, too many people telling you what to do, definitely something like that. And of course, could also have something to do, Leah, with like third party situation. All right, so let's look at what the new outcome is. What is the new outcome with the 2022 portal? We have the Page of Swords coming out. So this is about new communication. It's possible that you have some fear here. I always kind of sense fear, hesitation. I don't want to say fear. I want to say hesitation with the pages. But the swords, again, about communication, about speaking truth to someone. All right, let's look at emotional effects that the delays could have caused you in the past. So we have Page of Pentacles, fear to be able to start something new or fear to be able to start over. Let's look at what you want from the situation. So we have the Eight of Wands coming out. So the Eight of Wands is definitely going to be like sudden changes or quick information. I definitely feel like it's kind of both. You want the quick information to bring the sudden changes because here you're stuck and you're not able to start something new. Let's look at the first step. What is the first step that Spirit thinks you should do? So the Two of Swords comes out. So Leo, the Two of Swords says you have a very important decision to make. But a lot of times with the Two of Swords, I pick up that energy of expectations. It's possible, Leo, that you're expecting, I want to say, I want to say you're expecting something to go a certain way. It's like you're expecting it to go the wrong way. Leo, you have to replace those thoughts. That's another common mistake that happens in this portal time. Guys, a time of manifestation. What you say, you're speaking into existence, like literally. Leo, it's so important that you be open-minded. This is definitely a time of being open-minded. Don't close anything off because you could definitely be closing off new opportunities if you feel like things are always going to go wrong. You see what I'm trying to say? All right, so first step is replace those negative thoughts with something positive. And if there's third parties around you, if there's karmic situations around you, if there's a lot of people around you telling you that something isn't going to work, you need to remove yourself from that situation. All right, so let's look at the gratitude. How can you show Spirit gratitude with this Lionsgate portal? So we have the Three of Wands. Get on with it, Leo. The Three of Wands is definitely that card about a brighter future is ahead. Your ships are coming in. I feel like your ships are here. It's time. You may have worked with this portal before. May have worked with it doing for other people is kind of what I'm getting. And like always afraid to choose yourself. This time, Leo, Spirit is literally asking you, please choose yourself. Two of Pentacles. Look at that. Choose you, Leo. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful. All right, so we've done Aries, we've done Taurus, we've done Gemini, and we've done Cancer and Leo. So we have Virgo next. You like the new Witches Tarot? Absolutely, Diana. So we have Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius. So we'll finish one more. Let's do one more with Llewellyn, and then we'll jump to the Witches Tarot. Done deal. See how easy that was? All right. Let's timestamp Virgo. Let's do 5811. I just seen 1111 again. All right, Virgo. So this is going to be your 2022 Lionsgate Portal reading. All right, so we're using Llewellyn Tarot. Let's look at the last. Let's look at past delays. What are some things that could have happened that caused you from being able to use this famous portal? Happens every year, Virgo. So the first card to come out is Page of Wands. Again, hesitation. Page of Wands is the card that says spiritual awakening. You could have started to experience your spiritual awakening, and there could have been definitely some sort of hesitation, some sort of fear of the unknown. All right, let's look at what Spirit wants you to keep from that situation. So we have the Strength card coming out, strong Leo energy. You gain some sort of inner strength as you were going through that spiritual awakening, and Spirit's asking you, like, that's what you're going to focus on. That's what you're going to keep. All right, let's look at what Spirit wants you to release. So we have the Chariot. The Chariot is that energy that says rules and regulations, black or white. You have this feeling that you think you have to pick something. Many times the Chariot actually means that there's no gray area. Virgo, it's the complete opposite for you. I'm getting the message that there is a gray area. It doesn't have to be yes or no. There definitely could be some middle ground, some sort of compromise. And I just want to say that Chariot is very much the energy of the ride or die, the person that fights for you, protects you, that type of thing. I'm so sorry, guys. I swear it happens all the time, don't it? I had an alarm set to check on Miss Tina. My bad, guys. My bad. I already checked on her. She's doing good, guys. All right, so let's get back to it. So let's look at what the new outcome is, Virgo. What's the new outcome with this 2022 Lionsgate Portal? So we have the Five of Wands, and Five of Wands does say that something's going to be challenging. I just want you to know, Virgo, this period is very challenging for all of us. For example, Leo, a lot of negative thinking, and I was like, you can't have negative thoughts in this period. You really want to work on that, replacing them with positive thoughts, because you could be definitely manifesting something you really don't want. And I'm kind of getting that a little bit here for you, Virgo, with that Five of Wands. But I also want to say the Five of Wands is not the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords to me is usually negative thinking. The Five of Swords says people are stabbing each other, they're killing each other, they're fighting each other. The Five of Wands says you're training, you're practicing. They're not even hitting each other with the sticks. They're just hitting the sticks with the sticks. So I feel like, is there something difficult that's happening? Yes, but you're prepared. You're trained for it. All right, let's look at the emotional effects that the delays could have caused. So we have the Six of Wands. So the Six of Wands has been coming out several times, but I'm getting like definitely different energy this time. The Six of Wands is not necessarily a victory this time, and I feel like it actually saying that, Virgo, you didn't feel noticed. You didn't feel like people appreciated you. You didn't feel like people were encouraging you. You could have felt like you didn't have support. You're trying to do something that was spiritual in your spiritual awakening that takes massive strength to have some sort of victory, and you didn't feel like there were people behind you that kind of like encouraged you to keep going. All right, what you want. What you want is the Two of Swords. So you want a new opportunity. The Two of Swords says, it's that card that says you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. But it's definitely a card that says you want something new to come in. You're stuck between a rock and a hard place because there's no other opportunities. You have two things to choose from. Now the third thing comes in, right? Like the new opportunity comes in. Let's look at the first step that Spirit thinks you should take with the Lionsgate Portal. So we have the Eight of Swords coming out. So that's super easy, Virgo. Eight of Swords is definitely that card of self-restriction. It's going to fall right on top of that Chariot, where I was saying rules, regulations, yes or no. I feel like you think it has to be one way or the other, and Spirit says, no, there's middle ground here. You can compromise. You're going to have to break free from the idea that you can't do something. The Eight of Swords is definitely a card of self-restriction. All right, let's look at gratitude. How can you show Spirit gratitude? So we have the Queen of Cups coming out. Definitely could have something to do with children, unconditional love again. But it's also about, I just heard fill your cup. It's also very possible that you need to fill your cup first. Maybe you have children and you take care of people. That could be what you're trained for or what you've been training in, something like that. But something about the cup that you hold. See how the cup she has is definitely sticking out to me strongly. But it's about the amount of love that you have to offer. And I feel like it's not just about offering it to other people. You know how to do that. You've been training. It's about the amount of love that you offer to yourself. And I feel like that's how Spirit's saying that you can show gratitude for this particular Lionsgate Portal. And look at that, the Two of Cups coming out yet again on the bottom of the deck. Equal effort, soulmate energy. All right, Virgo, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. All right, so guys, we've done 6. We have 6 to go. Libra, Scorpio, and Sagittarius are next. I know you guys are excited. I can feel the energy picking up. Oh. Angelo. Angela wants to know, am I going to buy or build a new home this summer on my 265 acres at 73 years of age? The answer is definitely yes. Look how he says he already has the acres. Look at this. Am I going to buy or build a new home this summer on my 265 acres at 73 years old? So, Angelo, do you think the 73 years old, is that what's supposed to be what holds you up? It's definitely a time to manifest. If you want to build the home, Angelo, look for the opportunities that Spirit is sending you right now to be able to do just that. All right. Look, Al. Look, Al's got you, Angelo. I love it. Al on Twitch. I'll help him out. I need some land. See? See? Totally love it. That was perfect timing, Al. All right. So we're going to use the Modern Witches Tarot for Diana. I just happened to look down and seen. She said, I hope we use those. Ooh, they're wanting to fly everywhere. Interesting. I want to say Scorpio and Sagittarius for sure. Our Libra tribe, part of our tribe, has definitely been growing. But Scorpio has been since the beginning, and Sagittarius came not shortly after. I would say maybe within the first 6 months of starting, Sagittarius came in massive waves, just one wave after another. All right, so let's start with Libra, and let's timestamp 10632, 10632 for Libra. So this is going to be your 2022 Lionsgate Portal reading. So the first card we're going to look at is past delays, Libra, something that could have kept you or held you up from being able to use the Lionsgate Portal. So the Fool comes out, Libra, and it's kind of that energy that says, I'm getting like there was control, like, so I could be talking to a Libra that felt better. You're not standing on the edge, right? Like that. I'm not talking to that Libra. Like that was the past delay. You weren't willing to stand on the edge. You wanted to be more inland where you felt safer. The foundation was firmer. It's like you weren't willing to surrender that situation. So you weren't able to take the leap of faith. So you weren't able to start this new journey. That definitely could have been like what was hindering for Libra. The Libra energy has been super strong lately. Have you guys noticed that? Like I used to really kind of struggle with the Libra readings, but not here lately. Like I don't know if it's new people coming in or what it is, but it's like definitely coming out a lot clearer, which I appreciate. All right, so let's look at what Spirit thinks you should keep with that situation. So we have the Five of Swords. So it tells me there was some sort of disagreement, some sort of battle, some sort of fight, and two people have walked away, Libra. You did come out on top of the situation, but I do feel like it did cost you something here. All right, let's look at what Spirit wants you to release, Libra. So we have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is kind of that energy. This could be a person around you, Libra. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's you, but it's kind of like that player energy, right? That person that just rides around passing their cups out to everybody and everybody, you know what I mean? I'm kind of getting that energy. It's very possible that that's what you're releasing. All right, let's look at what the new outcome is. If you're able to do this for the 2022 portal, what is the new outcome? So we have the Six of Swords coming out. So Libra, if you're able to do this, then you're going to be guided towards calmer waters. You're going to be taken somewhere where everything's not so chaotic, everything's not so heavy emotions. It's definitely where calm and peace and harmony are, and I feel like you're going to be guided that way. All right, so let's look at what were some of the emotional effects that the past delays could have caused you, Libra. So we have the Five of Cups coming out. So I'm definitely sensing a loss, a grieving period. But I just want to say with the Five of Cups, you always notice that she's looking at the cups that are spilled. One, she never sees the cups that are behind her, but she never sees the bridge. The bridge is the most important part of the Five of Cups because here's the grief, here's the sadness, and here's the future. And the person is stuck sitting here looking at what could have been, right? And it's just saying you need to look up. I feel like that's what happened. You couldn't look up. You couldn't see that bridge. That's why you weren't able to take that leap of faith. All right, let's look at what it is that you want, Libra. So we have the Lovers card coming out. You want a strong spiritual connection. You want a strong soul connection with someone. It's very possible, Libra, that this is going to have something to do. And I know that the Lovers is the twin. You know how I don't do the reversals and I always say it's about the energy, how the card feels. It's not, I guess the Two of Cups could have came out too. I feel like you want it to be like a soul meet or a soul connection. And there's more of a karmic situation here with that Five of Swords. The twin journey, like I don't feel like this person is going to be like your twin, Libra, because the Five of Swords wouldn't have came out for that particular card. And I don't feel like it's a soulmate energy because one, we would have seen the Two of Cups. But I feel like it's you think that there's some sort of bond that you're bound to this person in some way, and you are, but it's in a karmic situation. All right, let's look at the first step that you should take. So we have the World card. I feel like you need to close out old chapters and you need to open yourself up to new opportunities, definitely. And let's look, Libra, how does Spirit say you could show gratitude for this 2022 Lionsgate Portal? We have the Ten of Wands. Be careful where you're putting your energy. Where are you directing your energy, Libra? Make sure, try to pay attention to the signs that are trying to guide you to go towards calmer water, to go towards more peace and harmony. All right, bottom of the deck, we have Page of Cups. It's very possible that there's some sort of new offer here. It's very possible that there's someone who's asking for forgiveness, and you give that forgiveness, Libra, but it's also very possible that this is someone new. All right, Libra, that's your 2022 Lionsgate Portal reading. All right, so we have Scorpio next. All right, guys, let me grab a drink really quickly. 112, we got 5 left. I feel like we're not doing too bad. All right, so the earring definitely just picked up, and it's most likely because we're moving into Scorpio. I see new people coming in. Pretty interesting. All right, let's see what happens. Let's timestamp 112:41, 112:41 for Scorpio. So Scorpio, this is going to be your 2022 Lionsgate Portal reading. We are using the Modern Witches Tarot. And let's see, what is a past delay? What's something that happened in the past that could have kept you from using the Lionsgate Portal? Remember, the Lionsgate Portal, Scorpio, is open every year, July 26th through August 12th. The 8/8 date that's very commonly seen is the peak of the portal. Past delays for Scorpio. Look at that, Magician. So at the beginning of the video, we talked about what the Lionsgate Portal is, and I definitely recommend, Scorpio, that you watch that part of the video, because I talked about how this particular portal is where the Sirius star is sending light codes to our planet. It's just high vibrational energy that comes in a very high frequency. And it's definitely about as above, so below. It's about manifestation, as within, so without. I feel like there's something about being able to manifest, being able to understand that you can bring things from the 5D down to the 3D. Definitely could have been an issue there. It's like your own personal power, Scorpio. It's like you didn't know that you were able to do this, something like that. All right, let's look at what Spirit wants you to keep from the situation. So we have the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is the card that represents Jupiter. And it's also about like good things, good luck, things bending in your favor, or something like that. I feel like you experienced some things as you were going, Scorpio, as you were trying to use the Lionsgate Portal, again, consciously or subconsciously. And I feel like you experienced some things that you just thought it was good luck. You were like, you didn't even realize that you were manifesting the thing. You see what I'm saying? You just thought it was like, oh, good luck. Something lucky happened. I wanted this thing and it just happens to come in, so it's good luck. It's like you don't even understand what it is that you're manifesting, that you're doing. All right, let's look at the release, what Spirit thinks you should release with the situation. So we have the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is the protector and provider. It's very possible it's going to be a person around you, so Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. But many times, Scorpio, this is someone that we've put up on a pedestal. So it's possible that there's someone around you, Scorpio, that gives you resources in some way, helps you financially in some way, and you kind of have them up on a pedestal. There's something about that you need to release. And most likely, is Spirit telling you, like, release the person? No, probably not. But Spirit is telling you to release the notion that anyone's better than you, Scorpio. All right, let's look at the new outcome. If you're able to do this, what is the new outcome for Scorpio? So we have the Queen of Swords, victory. The Queen of Swords is very victorious. It's definitely about speaking truth. It's also about having healthy boundaries. I feel like not only can you take power back if you like kind of bring everybody down to the same playing field, you see what I'm trying to say? Because your walls are higher than everyone else's. It's like somehow or another that kind of gives you like this massive victory. But it's also going to be about being able to communicate and speak truth that you weren't able to speak before. That could have been also what was keeping you from being able to actually bring things into existence. All right, Scorpio, let's look at emotional effects that the delays could have caused. So we have the Two of Wands. It tells me you weren't able to make a decision. Maybe you weren't able to make any decision. I know, like, when I went through my spiritual awakening, I don't know about you guys, but I got to this point where I was scared to make a decision. Have you guys ever been there? Like, I was scared to say, I had two options. I was scared to choose because I was so scared that I would make the wrong one. You know what I mean? So it's very possible, Scorpio, that could have been what the delay was. It just caused you to be less confident in the choices that you had or being able to choose from the options that you had. All right, let's look at what you want, Scorpio. So we have the Three of Cups. So soul, tribe, celebration, good times, light energy. I feel like things could have been very heavy, Scorpio, and you just want to be able to be surrounded by your friends and family and be in a more lighter energy, a more happier times type of situation. All right, let's look at the first step that you can take. So we have the Nine of Cups. So the Nine of Cups is about wishes being granted, divine wishes being granted. So it's very possible this is going to have something to do with like divine timing, of course. But I feel like it's saying that there's something missing. Something is missing. Maybe you don't have this person on the pedestal. Maybe the person is who's missing. Or what could be missing is the idea that you don't realize, like, one, you deserve all your wishes to be granted, but it's like you don't understand that you have the power to make your wishes be granted. All right, let's look at gratitude. How can you show Spirit gratitude for the situation? We have the Tower. All right, so if anything that is sudden, shocking, surprising happens, Spirit wants you to know that it's meant to happen. There's a purpose for it. I feel like you've experienced lots of Tower moments. I feel like you've went through some sort of massive healing, spiritual awakening where you're trying to manifest, you're trying to make things come in. Most likely whatever catapulted your spiritual awakening was the beginning of you trying to manifest. With Scorpio, I would say, like, look back. I've been using 2020 as like my go-to reference point. Where you were in August, you know, August 8th of 2020, where were you and what were you trying to manifest at that point? That could have been when the Tower moments happened. I feel like Spirit's asking you to take control of those situations, take control of over how you react to those situations, definitely. Bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Wands. Stand your ground. Don't give up is definitely the energy I'm getting. All right, Scorpio, I'm going to leave it there. That's going to be your 2022 Lionsgate Portal reading. I hope that was helpful. All right, so we have Sagittarius next. Candace says she liked that outcome. Good, good. I don't know. Stand your ground. When that tower came out, it's kind of like, don't let it. I feel like Scorpio has experienced more than one tower, and when Scorpio experiences the tower, they kind of tend to lean a little bit, right? It's like they can't be tolerant, they can't stand firm, they can't. It's not that they can't. It's just, you know, it's what's happening. And again, everything for a reason. But I'm definitely kind of getting that, like the tower moments. There was more than one. Aw, thank you, Al. But yeah, when you're experiencing those tower moments, it's definitely a time to be in that Queen of Swords energy, right? Yes, I love that. Sandra, that is so perfect. Sandra said, I'm bigger than the tower, I'm realizing. So true. And that could definitely be, like, if you're a Scorpio and you feel like you've experienced a lot of tower moments from 2020 to us here now in 2022, that definitely could have been why. Like, it could have been the lesson was that nothing can take you out. You are strong. Nothing can get in your way. It's like you will move it. You know what I'm trying to say? Definitely could have been the lesson to be learned. And it is. So Diana makes a good point too. The tower is a powerful for new energy. Towers happen all the time, right before new energy comes in. Whatever you're releasing, I promise you, you didn't want to release, you didn't want to expect to release. And so that's why nobody like, well, I feel like we like the full moon in our tribe, but for the most part, people are kind of fearful of full moons. That's why they're fearful of full moons, because they have to release something and they're like, no, I don't want to. But as soon as you do, you're making room for that new energy to come in with that new moon. Oh, Al, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm glad things are changing though, and it's definitely a time of things getting better. All right, guys, let's keep going. Let's timestamp Sagittarius, 122 even. I like that. All right, Sagittarius, this is going to be your 2022 Lionsgate Portal reading. So again, we're looking at past delays. What's something in the past, Sagittarius, that could have caused you from being able to use this Lionsgate Portal? So we have the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords can, again, talk about keeping something from someone. Maybe someone kept something from you. I feel like it's about you not being open about what it is that you know is kind of what I'm getting with that. All right, let's look at what Spirit thinks you should keep with that situation. So we have the World card, again, closing something out and being open to new opportunities. I kind of feel like Spirit's saying that's finished. It's done. So sorry. All right, let's look at what you need to release. We have everything is fine card. So Sagittarius, it's so interesting, Diana. So interesting. Because Diana asked for the Modern Witches Tarot. So, you know how I always say all tarot is really kind of goes back to that Rider-Waite format of tarot cards, right? With the major arcanas and minor arcanas. But every different tarot deck that, you know, there's Rider-Waite, there's the Modern Witch, there's the Gilded Tarot. We use Llewellyn Tarot. We have the Triple Goddess Tarot. Earlier, we were using the Light Seers Tarot. every single tarot card deck has going to have something that's unique to that particular deck. So in the Modern Witches Tarot, this is what's unique. It's the Everything is Fine card. And also the number 3 stuck out to me, Diana. So like maybe something about it being in the 3rd placement. But anyway, the Everything is Fine card is the extra card in the Modern Witches Tarot, and it looks exactly like the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords says that something is completed, something that was very difficult and challenging. Many times it's life lessons, and it says it's completed, and now you can start a new journey, learn a new lesson, and move on from that past lesson. So what you're releasing is the inability to like close something out, Sagittarius. So the Everything is Fine card, you see how she's looking at her phone? She's trying to pretend like she doesn't notice those 10 swords just stabbing her. There's even one in her neck, for Pete's sake. But I'm just saying, like, it's about ignoring painful situations, sweeping things under the rug, not wanting to deal with them. So Sagittarius, what you're releasing is that energy of ignoring something and saying, oh, I don't notice all them 10 swords, because you do notice and you're ready for it to be over. All right, let's look at what the new outcome is. So the new outcome is 8 of Wands, sudden changes. So it's like the moment you can release, close out something from your past, then you're opening yourself up to something new coming in. All right, let's look at what the past, some emotional effects. So we have 7 of Wands coming out. So it's possible if the situation caused you to have to fight for something. There could have definitely been like some competition. There could be like third party situation happening here, but it's also about having to protect yourself or stand your ground. All right, let's look at what you want. What is it you want, Sagittarius? So we have the 8 of Cups. You want to get on with it. Interesting. So the 8 of Cups is that card that kind of says you're walking away from something. I feel like you're actually not walking away from anything. Notice that some of the cards in tarot show the 8 cups that are standing upright. They're perfectly aligned. They're not spilled and knocked over. It's like you've done all the work here. Everything you were supposed to do is done here. It's done to the best of your ability, and it's perfect. They're completely even. The only problem is there's 2 cups missing. So you just realize that you have to close something out so that you can get moving on your path and find those other 2 cups. All right, let's look at the first step that you can take. So we have the Ace of Pentacles. I love that because aces are all about something new. I feel like Spirit's asking you to do something new. I feel like Spirit's asking you to take the new opportunity. Stop pretending like everything is fine, Sagittarius, because it's not. All right, let's see. How can you show gratitude? So we have the Hanged One. Interesting. I don't feel like Spirit's asking you for a sacrifice, because the Hanged One could definitely talk about a sacrifice. I feel like Spirit's asking you to be present. Don't miss something that could come in suddenly because you're too worried about the past or too worried about the future. Like, be in the present. Be in the moment. All right, on the bottom, I love it. The Magician. This is all what it's all about, manifesting. So I feel like that's what you're getting on with it. That's what you're doing. All right, Sagittarius, that's going to be your 2022 Lionsgate reading. All right, guys, we got 3 left. We are moving right along. I like the Sagittarius one. It was good, definitely. Look at the difference here between Everything is Fine and that beautiful Ace of Pentacles coming out of the clouds. Spirit gives Sagittarius that new opportunity, and Sagittarius runs with it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. So let's do Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. And I think I'm going to use the Gilded Tarot. I swear, them last 3, I feel like they just flew by. I know I'm doing them quicker because I'm getting tired, guys. But I feel like it definitely flew by. I was watching Soulful Revolution. Did you guys watch her ever? I know some of you guys said that you can't relate, but I definitely can. I don't know. I feel like it's because she's a little bit, she's like the teacher of the teachers. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, she was talking about how you can be doing readings and sometimes you just get through. It's kind of like when you're driving in a car and you get to your location and you don't remember driving. You're like, man, how did I get here on autopilot? Sometimes it happens in the readings. Like we get through them and we're like, wow, how did I get through that? It's definitely because there's so much energy. So I have all the energies of all the signs that we've read. And at a certain point, I do start to feel like it's getting full, right? And I have to start purging that energy out. It's like I have to get it out, make room for new. You know what I'm trying to say? I definitely felt that just now with those last three. All right, so let's timestamp Capricorn 129:11. I love the ones. All right, Capricorn, this is going to be your 2022 Lionsgate Portal reading. So let's look at past delays, things that could have definitely held you up from being able to manifest with the Lionsgate Portal in the past. So we have Six of Cups, being stuck in the past, nostalgia, wanting some sort of reunion, wanting to get back to something, wanting an old way of something could have definitely kept you from being able to move forward and use this portal for manifestation. All right, let's see what Spirit wants you to keep, Capricorn. So we have the Two of Pentacles. So I do feel like it's very possible that you weren't doing very much about the situation before, and you've decided, like, for example, 2022, you're going to put more effort in and you're going to do more about it. All right, let's look at what you need to release. So we have the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands, remember guys, all knights are very courageous, but knights can also be reckless, especially the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is that fire energy, and unfortunately, fire signs can sometimes be courageous. Capricorn, definitely grounded, very earth, solid sign. But it's like there could be what you need to release could be like fear to take action, or like, for example, if you're balancing things, actions that you take out, it could be like releasing the oh yeah, totally losing it. But releasing the recklessness, right? Like being taking more solid, making more solid decisions and taking more solid action. All right, let's look at what the new outcome is. So we have the Knight of Swords. So again, another knight. I love that because it's fast moving energy. Knight of Swords is my clue card for like the breakaway. You're breaking away from some old notion. You're breaking away from your past. You're finding freedom, liberation, clarity, understanding, and you could even be finding your voice, Capricorn. All right, let's look at what emotional effects the delays could have caused. Absolutely. So the moon comes out and it just tells me really clearly a lot of fear. A lot of fear. Again, kind of getting that energy of fear to make a decision because you made a decision before that maybe you thought was poor. So now it's like, I'm scared to move. I'm scared to make another one. Something like that. Maybe you were reckless before and that caused you to be maybe more fearful about what to choose. All right, let's look at what you want, Capricorn. So the Ten of Pentacles comes out. So what you want is everything, right? It's goals, accomplishments, achievements. I feel like you just want to accomplish your goals. Do I feel like you want an overwhelming amount of abundance? I don't necessarily think so. But I do want to say the Two of Pentacles is about stretched resources. It's very possible that you just want to be able to pay your bills, Capricorn. You just want to be able to accomplish the things like normal person would want to accomplish. All right, let's look at what the first step is that you should take. So we have the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles tells me you need to find new resources. The Queen of Pentacles has all the resources she needs. She knows where to go to get what it is that she needs for any project that she's doing. And I feel like it's very possible that Spirit is saying you need to find new resources. All right, let's look at what gratitude you could show Spirit for this Lionsgate portal. Look at that. I love it. The Two of Cups comes out and it's that soulmate energy. Equal effort. That's how you can show gratitude. Giving equal effort. On the bottom, Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Be confident in yourself, Capricorn. Be confident in your abilities. All right, Capricorn, that's going to be your 2022 Lionsgate portal. Guys, we have Aquarius and Pisces next. We're almost there. I thought that was a good one, honey. I liked it. Liked it. Finding new resources, accomplishing goals. Of course, I gotta say, guys, it definitely helps you can definitely accomplish your goals when you have a partner that puts in equal effort. If you're in a relationship and your goal is this and their goal is that, and you're trying to do your thing and they're trying to do their thing, you don't have time to help them do their thing because you're trying to do your thing. They don't have time to help you do your thing because they're trying to do their thing. You see what I'm saying? When you got two people that want to grow together and have the same goals, the same plans, the same aspirations, that's definitely that soulmate energy, right? That's definitely how you're gonna get. I'm not saying you have to have that to do the things, but it definitely helps. Definitely moves things along a lot quicker. Oh, thank you, Diana. I feel the energy starting to wind down. Definitely, that was a lot, and I feel like they were longer. They were longer at the beginning. We definitely moved to shorter ones, but that's good. They should have been shorter to begin with. All right, let's do Aquarius next. Don't forget, guys, we are doing this live. I just want to make sure to mention to everyone, just a quick reminder, that we will not have the 4 element lives that we normally do next week. So starting on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we will not be doing those 4 element lives. I just want to make sure you guys know. It doesn't mean that you're not going to see me. We can do lives from anywhere. And we are moving, so we're in a little bit of a transition. But I imagine I'll pop on, we'll do some subscriber energy love readings and that type of thing. So guys, make sure, especially on YouTube, that bell is clicked so for all notifications, so it lets you know when we do come on live. And I do appreciate you guys being so patient with us. I do apologize for any inconvenience, but we're so excited to get to our new location. So as soon as we get over there and we get settled, we definitely will get right back on our regular Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday schedule. So yes, guys, that's what we're doing here today. That's why we're here. I'm hoping this will hold you guys out for a few days until I pop back on. And it's always gonna be, I like the lives where I pop on. Like we did that one at Patrick's. You guys remember that? It was when we first started the new schedule and I had to go help Patrick move. And we did that live up there in his room. It actually turned out great, and it was one of the more popular fire sign lives. So I'm kind of excited to have a few different new locations until I get my setup and everything, fixed and set up at the new location. So I'm pretty excited to see like where we'll be doing some live. So yeah, make sure to have that button clicked so you get all notifications when we do go live. All right, Aquarius, are you ready? 2022. Lionsgate Portal with 13636. I love it. All right, so the first thing we're going to look at is past delays. What are some things, Aquarius, that could have caused you from being able to manifest at the Lionsgate Portal in the past? So we have the Knight of Pentacles coming out. Slow, too slow. Something's about slow moving energy here. And I'm also kind of getting an energy of repetitiveness. I can't even say the word. It's like something's being repeated over and over, but it's super slow. It's super slow. It's not moving fast enough. All right, let's see what Spirit wants you to keep from that situation. So we have the Fool. So it's like it took you a long time to take the leap of faith, to surrender and say, Spirit, I know you have my back, and I'm just going to do the things that I need to do, and then I'm going to start this journey. And I feel like you definitely took this leap of faith already. All right, what you need to release. So the 8 of Swords, and I feel like that could be what you're working with right now, Aquarius. You're in the process of, that's what was slow, is releasing that self-restriction. Aquarius, releasing that energy that says you can't do something. You were telling yourself you couldn't do something, and that's what you're releasing, and that's that Fool card. That's what took a long time. Let's see, what is the new outcome? Love it. The Ace of Pentacles comes out. Look at that big, bright gold pentacle. Definitely some sort of new beginning, but some sort of new abundant beginning. All right, let's look at what the emotional effects could have been when you experienced these delays before. So we have the 7 of Cups coming out. It's confusion. Not sure if you have any options. If you do have options, not sure which ones to pick. And let's see, what is it that you actually want, Aquarius? So we have the Eight of Cups coming out. The Eight of Cups is that card that says you've done it all. You're ready to get on with something new. Let's see, what is the first step? What is the first step, Aquarius? So the Page of Pentacles comes out. It's definitely about taking baby steps. But again, pages are new. There's something you need to learn that's going to help you break free from whatever that self-restriction is. And it could be that you're just learning what it is that you're supposed to be doing, learning about what it is that you're trying to manifest. Absolutely. All right, let's look at gratitude. How can you show spirit gratitude for this Lionsgate portal? So we have the Seven of Wands. I heard speak your truth, but Seven of Wands is definitely about having healthy boundaries and standing your ground. On the bottom, we have the Queen of Cups again. Queen of Cups is giving me that motherly type of energy, nurturing type of energy, and unconditional love. So Aquarius, for you, I feel like it's not about not being able to use the portal, like something being in your way, just not ready. I feel like that Knight of Pentacles, that slow energy, was just saying that you weren't ready. You weren't ready to take that leap of faith. You could have definitely struggled from some sort of self-restriction that was keeping you from having that new beginning. But I definitely feel like you've stepped into that divine feminine energy, and that's what brought balance. That's what's been able to like remove the confusion that you didn't have any options. And I think now you're going to fight for that new beginning. All right, Aquarius. That's going to be your 2022 Lionsgate Portal reading. We have one left, guys. Pisces left. Should we pull a different one out for Pisces? We should, huh? I feel like we should. All right, let's end it. Let's end it with the Triple Goddess Tarot. I feel it drawing me. All right, Pisces. So Pisces is going to be a little special. I'll be the only one that got this tarot deck. Ooh, I just seen the Devil card. But this is the Triple Goddess Tarot. So we've been talking about how they're all different. The Triple Goddess Tarot, the Devil card is called the Crone. And there's not two people bound anymore because it's like they've learned, they understand, they've gained wisdom, and they've broke free from those bounds, those binds. All right, guys, let's timestamp Pisces. 141.21, 141.21. All right, Pisces, this is going to be your 2022 Lionsgate Portal reading. Past. Keep. Release. And new outcome. Emotions. What you want. First step, and gratitude. Bottom of the deck, Virgo energy. All right, so I definitely was drawn again to put them all out quickly. So the first card to come out, we're looking at past delays, Pisces, that could have caused you from being able to manifest with the spiritual, sorry, with the Lionsgate portal previously. So the first card to come out was that teacher card. And with the teacher card, it's not the teacher card, it's the healer card. But it's definitely a card about, it's called the Mother in the Triple Goddess Tarot, the Strength card. Thank you. It's kind of representing kind of like the Strength card in the other like Rider-Waite Tarot. It does show the animal, but notice how the animal looks injured, and she's having to heal it. So the lion always gives kind of like the energy of courage. So I feel like the past delays for Pisces could have had something to do with having to heal yourself so that you have enough courage to be able to take some sort of action. So that kind of happened just now for Aquarius. It was like there wasn't really delays. It's not like Pisces had a delay and said, I messed up or I made this mistake and that's how come I wasn't able to manifest. It was almost like Pisces wasn't ready. Like, I'm not ready. I'm not even going to try. And that's kind of the energy that I'm getting. All right, what you want to keep. So we have the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is about quick information, but I feel like you just learned something suddenly. I definitely hear that. All right, Pisces, what you want to release. We have the Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords is the energy that says you're stuck. You're stuck between a rock and a hard place. You have two options. Those are the two swords. And at the point of those two swords, giving you a new opportunity. I literally just learned the other day on Minnow Pond. Oh, please come back. Please tell me that we are still streaming. I see us up there. Ooh, somebody comment. Just let me know that you're still in there. My computer shut down, but we're definitely on the phone, and I still have my data. So we should still be going. Oh, I hope so. I hope so. I'm going to go ahead and finish it out, Pisces. All right. So I feel like you have two options, and Spirit's giving you some sort of new option now. You're able to see what it is that the new option is. Before, you thought you could only have these two choices, and it's like Spirit says, nope, here's the third one. All right, so the new outcome is the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is that energy that says you're going to plant seeds. You're going to plant seeds. You're going to have to water them, and you're going to have to wait for a time of harvest. All right, so the emotions that the delay caused. We have the Two of Cups coming out. It's very possible that it caused some sort of delay in a partnership. What it is that you're wanting is you're wanting something to come to an end. You want death and rebirth. You want some sort of transformation. And Pisces, this could definitely have something to do with a Scorpio. All right. And then the first step Spirit thinks you should take to be able to get to this third option that you're getting here is you're going to have to take yourself to calmer waters. The Six of Swords definitely says remove yourself from the chaos and take yourself to calmer waters. All right. And then how you can show gratitude. We have the Knight of Wands coming out. Again, I'm kind of getting that energy of courage and recklessness. So definitely Spirit's asking you to be courageous and don't make any reckless actions. On the bottom of the deck, we have that strong Virgo, the Hermit, spiritual awakening. I feel like that's what's happening. You definitely start experiencing your That's definitely good. I feel like it's trying to reconnect, and that's why it's giving me trouble. Unfortunately, the computer is down, so I can't see any comments. But let me know, guys. I'm so sorry it had to go at the very end, right? I feel like it did really well all the way up till we got to Pisces. But let me know what you guys thought about the readings. Oh, good, good. Can you hear? Everything's okay? I went ahead and finished Pisces. I hope that it's all on there. So if anyone clicks the timestamps, if something happens, guys, I do have it recorded on my phone, and I will try to edit and put it in there. But yes, unfortunately, the internet has crashed. Power has crashed, and I have no idea. Like, is it raining, honey? I didn't even know it was like storming or anything. That's so interesting. I'm so glad we made it through. We almost made it through all 12 before that power flickered, but I feel like I got Pisces out. So I hope that it worked out okay. Again, guys, if there's any issue, I will try to come in, clip, and just kind of fix it. I might just have to post a picture with words, but either way, we'll make sure to get it on there. Jenna. I feel like I missed so much wonderful conversation. Oh, my internet's back. Oh, I think it's gonna come back, guys. Let me see if I can get it to come back. I hate to end it like that. That stinks. But it makes me wonder, Pisces, the Two of Swords, it's like, they think they only have two options. The third option comes in. I always try to pay attention, like when the candles go out or if like you know, something flickers when I'm talking, because there's definitely could be something that's being said at that moment. You know what I mean? Oh, my comments are back. Sweet. It says I muted you for a minute. No, no, I didn't mute you. Oh, I hope it's okay. That would stink if we missed that last one. And it says maybe it's heat related, cell towers are going down. Oh, I hope not. That was definitely like our power and our Wi-Fi. Yeah, like it all went down. So what do you guys think? Are you guys excited about the Lionsgate? Or do you guys feel like you're more aware of what it is and ready to use it to manifest? I'm trying to go back and catch up through the comments. How did we get on the tramp stamp? I didn't do that, but I did finally get a rose on my back, and then me and Miss Tina went and got a butterfly together, kind of in the same spot, um, to support suicide awareness. So that's the butterfly you guys see all the time. Everybody's always asking me on my arm. It's got the little semicolon. And then Miss Tina, hers is really small, but she got it on her wrist. And I just want to say she got hers first, and it looked really painful on the wrist. So I told him he had to go up a little. Now I want the Phoenix Rising. Like that's my next. Diana, didn't you say you wanted one of those Phoenix Rising? Like that's my next one I want. Oh, infinity. Oh, I understand. I understand. Oh, thank you, Diana. Tribal butterfly. I bet that's cool looking. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Thank you so much for coming in and hanging out with me. I know that was a super long one. I appreciate you guys so much. You're going to make my watch time go through the roof with this big, long live stream. Thank you so, so very much. Oh, Dana says she got her Phoenix Rising already. Yep, I think that's what mine is. It's the next one for sure. All right, guys, please don't forget, bear with us as me and Junior go through our moving, our transition. I can't wait to show you our new location and where we end up. So super excited. I will give you a little bit of a hint that this was actually an opportunity that was given to us about a year ago, and I didn't take it, guys. I procrastinated because you know that's what I do. So anyway, needs to say, the opportunity came back and we took it this time. So we're super excited. I just seen 1111 again. Yes, guys. So please be patient. I know the last time I took a break, guys, was August of 2021. And that's definitely like when we lost a lot of subscribers. I took like a week and a half off. And they say it's bad to take breaks on YouTube, guys. They do. But luckily, we've already been monetized on Facebook, and we have Twitch coming right along. So yeah, I'm gonna take another break. But don't forget, I will come in. We'll do some lives. Please make sure that your bell is hit so that you can get all the notifications when we come on live. I know we're gonna be doing a subscriber energy leveraging for sure. Please keep an eye out for the August Twin Flame energy update. I do have that in the works also. So we have a lot of stuff going on all at one time, but I feel like I finally feel balanced. I finally feel like I can manage all the things. The energy is finally calming down. I'm definitely getting more into harmony with the decision that was made. So it's like first we make a decision, then we panic when the change comes, and then we move into harmony and we're ready to start working with that new energy. I definitely feel like that's where I'm at now. So I'm super stoked and super excited to see where we go from here. Thank you guys so very much. I appreciate you guys so very much. We wouldn't be here without you. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will see all of you guys soon. As always, I'm always sending you abundant love and light on your journey. Thank you. Thank you, Al.